What up, what up, my people? Welcome back to another week of breaking down the parlays. You know what I'm saying? So, we in week 7, y'all. So, if y'all been rocking with me, I appreciate y'all. We do free parlays here. And it's at your discretion how you want to do them. You can break them down. You can follow them whole. As you see, they on the screen. There, I give you guys at least 4 tickets a week. Sometimes it's more, and I break down why I chose these as key games. And as you guys know, number one, first and foremost, I'm from Detroit, so I'm biased. Lions game will always be a key game for me every week, unless it's a bye week, and then we'll do something else, which is like next week for the Lions. So we'll focus on someone else next week. We'll have more games to look at next week, because Lions won't be playing, so we'll look at more. So anyway, thanks for being here. Thanks for clicking on this video, you guys. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for following the picks. If you guys are following from YouTube, the link for the Facebook group will be down in the description. Please join the group. Thank you guys. You know what I'm saying? And remember, bet with your heart, bet with your mind and not your heart. And please remember, gamble responsibly. Always, first and foremost, gamble responsibly when you're here with your boy T-Double. Now, this week, we got 3 key games that we kind of looked into, and one being the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. Of course, we got the Detroit Lions and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And I also looked into the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. All right, those are our 3 games this week, guys. So we are here to break down the bars, break down the parlays, give you guys exactly why we made these picks, and hopefully you guys follow when you do hit. Hopefully just shout us out. It's free here. Everything is free. It costs nothing. Just please give us a follow, and we appreciate it. Thank you. So very first game that we're going to touch here along this board here is going to be the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Now this week, why we picked this game? For 2 reasons. For me, it was a key game. Number one, because they want to give, the Raiders want to give Ashton Jeanty more touches. And as we know, Ashton Jeanty, he's a rookie coming along, he's making his mark, coming along, and I like what he's doing. And the Chiefs are also picking up, they're picking up the pace. They just beat the Detroit Lions, which, we don't want to talk about that too much, but, we'll get there. This is what we do. We're going to keep it 100. They just beat the Detroit Lions, and that was a big game for them. So with him winning that, they're headed in the right directions and making the right moves. So it was a key game for me to look at. So let's get into what the slip says. Let's get into the slip, you guys. So we got let's start off. We got Ashton Jeanty as an anytime touchdown scorer. Like I said, they want to get him at least 20 carries a game is what they're saying. We got Kareem Hunt as an anytime touchdown scorer. I think last week he had maybe 2, something like that, maybe. Okay, and I think they're gonna keep that rolling. So we got Travis Kelce as an anytime touchdown player. Now I do have 3 touchdowns in this game. Yes, can it happen? Yes. Travis Kelce is also picking up the pace. I noticed what they're doing with him now. He's not really a stretch down the field tight end as he used to be. He's more so a get in the area and we're going to get you the ball. So I don't really look for him to have lots of yards like that. Maybe more receptions, because he'll get somewhere and just kind of more so just be there. More receptions than yards, if anything. So, but I notice when they're in the red zone, they're going to look for him, and he's going to look for the end zone. That's kind of how that works. So I do believe that Kareem Hunt and Travis Kelce can have a touchdown in this game. So I have Ashton Jeanty at anytime touchdown scorer, Kareem Hunt, anytime touchdown scorer, Travis Kelce, anytime touchdown scorer. I have Patrick Mahomes at 200 plus passing yards. They are a passing team, people. Remember. I remind you guys, I told you this last week. We go over this a lot. They are a passing team. That's what they do. They focus on getting the ball to receivers. They love to stretch the field. So I do believe that he can throw for 200 against the Raiders defense. Yes. Geno Smith, 150 plus passing. He'll have a couple passes. Xavier Worthy, he's just waiting for a breakout game. I haven't seen it yet this season. To his full potential, I haven't seen it yet, so he's just waiting. I give him 3 receptions. I don't know how many yards he's going to have, but I'm going to give him at least 3 receptions, you know. So maybe this is breakout game, maybe it's not, but he's going to get a few targets. That's where we're going to put that. Patrick Mahomes with at least 2 passing touchdowns. Yes, I think 2 passing touchdowns. I do pay very close attention. Remind you, we focus on first quarter. First quarter is where it's at, right? So I have Patrick Mahomes at 40 plus passing yards in the first quarter. I'm very good. I'm very efficient in my first quarter stats. My first quarter picks, very efficient. Just go back and watch the videos. They're very efficient. If you betted with it, you've seen it. It's very efficient first quarter. I do have him at 40 plus in the first quarter. They will touch the ball at least 2 times. That's only 2 20-yard passes at very least. So I do. Yes. Ashton Genty, I have him at 10 plus rushing yards in the first quarter. Pay attention. In the first quarter, because they want to get him more carries. It has to start early. Remember, I told you guys, the most of the action is in the first quarter and like the end of the third to the fourth quarter. That's when the most of the action is, you know. To me, in my eyes, what I see, this is where, you know what I'm saying, this is totally what I'm judging. These are where I'm getting my picks from. And I got Isaiah Pacheco for 5 plus rushing yards in the first quarter. 5 plus rushing in the first quarter, because sometimes it takes him a minute to get the ball rolling, and he shares with Kareem Hunt. So he's fast, so at any time he can get it and maybe hit that 5 really quick. So that's that, and I believe he got the 5 for us before. So, you know, we're just going off what really can happen real, you know. And the Raiders interior, they got Max Crosby on the edge, which I feel as long as they go away from Max Crosby in the first quarter, it'll be a little just a dip here, boom, 5 yards is a couple steps, so I'm sure he can get that. Okay, moving forward, next game. We got the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. Now, why this game here is a target for me, very important. This was another one because I just feel as if the Cleveland Browns can do what they want in this game against these Miami Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins has been struggling the whole first half of the season. This whole first half of the season, they have just been struggling. They just have, excuse me. They have just not been able to get the ball rolling. So, and even with the quarterback change that the Cleveland Browns are going through, with getting rid of Joe Flacco, moving to Dylan Gabriel, they still have a better chance in this game. And I think that Miami is just so broken up right now. They're just going through so much of trying to find an identity. So, they're going through that so much right now that they're going to struggle against Cleveland Browns, a solid Cleveland Browns. So what happens there is I think that Quinshon Judkins in this case gets 2 touchdowns. Listen, pay attention, Quinshon Judkins for 2 touchdowns. I do believe that Miami Dolphins have one of the weakest rush defenses that's out right now. So I do believe that Quinshon Judkins, another rookie, he's got his feet under him now. He can definitely move the ball. So I think that 2 rushing touchdowns is right in his alley. That's right, you know, in his area, because, you know, Dylan Gabriel, they got a little trust in him, but they like to run the ball. That's what they kind of base it off of. That's the base they go to. So I got Quinshon Judkins for 2. I got Dylan Gabriel for 150 passing yards. Notice I didn't put him for a lot of touchdowns. I only got him for 1 passing touchdown, because I believe that he may do a little short dump pass here or there. But Quinshon Judkins, I think, will be the workhorse of the evening. So I got Dillon Gabriel for 150 passing yards. I got Tua Tagovailoa for 175. He will complete some passes. He will get the ball down the field. They just cannot complete drives. They're just not. They're struggling a lot right now. I got Jalen Waddle for 25 plus receiving because they got Tyreek Hill. Remember, he's hurt. So with no Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle will be the guy, the main target, as if he wasn't already, split target with Tyreek. So, so now I got Jalen Waddle at 25 plus receiving. I got Harold Frannon Jr. at 4+ receptions. Pay attention, guys. 4+ receptions, because the thing is that's another rookie. He leads that team in receptions. They look for him. He's got guaranteed hands, I guess is how they feel. They look for him, and he runs short routes. So they look for him on little quick routes, little quick dumps. Last game, he had like 7 or something like that. It was something crazy. So we're going to go Harold Frannon, over 4 receptions. We're going to go Quinshon Judkins, 460 plus yards as well. With 2 touchdowns, you got to at least have 60, So, it's not guaranteed, but with him taking the workload, I believe that's going to happen, a 60 plus. So I got Dillon Gabriel with the 1 passing touchdown. Like I said, I do believe that he will pass 1 touchdown somewhere, a little short dump somewhere, Maybe it could be a actual deep ball, or, you know what I'm saying? But because they're getting a little bit more trust in him. So it's possible. He's stepping up, so it's possible. I think he can throw a touchdown. And I got Devin Akane for 10 plus rushing yards in the first quarter. That's the first quarter. Remember, those first quarter stats are crucial. That gives you the boost, guys. Remember, if you don't put the first quarter stats, the ticket don't look as good for the odds. The odds don't look as good. So always remember that. Those first quarter stats. That's very important. That's very crucial. So now moving forward, now we're going to go to where, I reside. This is my place. So real quick, first ticket with the Detroit Lions. Now we're going against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I feel as if when we play teams as such, our tight ends do very good. It's like a tight end battle, kind of, sort of. Our tight end just kind of shines around this time, and then it's mid-season form, so it's around that time. I have Sam Laporta for a touchdown. Let's jump right into it. I got him for anytime touchdown, Sam Laporta. I got Jared Goff over 200. He's going to attack. I got Baker Mayfield at over 200 just because I feel like they're going to try to attack a bruised Detroit Lions secondary. They're going to try to attack it, so they're going to let him throw it a lot, and he's been on fire lately, so I do feel as if 200 is a mark for that he can reach. I got Sam Laporta for plus 20. Like I said, it's tight ends time. It's his time, and it's a tight ends battle, I feel, this week. So look out for those tight ends this week. I got Amon-Ra St. Brown at 5+ receptions. He's that guy on the outside that's just going to be the solid receiver for you. When everyone is not coming through, he's at least catching it. So I got him at 5+ receptions. I got Jahmyr Gibbs at 50+ rushing yards, and y'all know how I feel about the backs. If we don't do both backs on one ticket, we try to do one ticket with one back and one ticket with the other. So I got Jahmyr Gibbs at 50+ rushing yards. I got Rachaad White at 40+ rushing yards. Rachaad White, that is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers running back. He is pretty decent. I do believe that he can get 40+ rushing yards in the whole game, entire game. I do believe that. I got Jared Goff passing 1 touchdown because, they kind of maybe do some trick plays. They maybe try to have Montgomery pass some more. So I got Jared Goff at 1 passing touchdown for sure. I got Baker Mayfield at 1 passing touchdown. Remember, I said he's been on fire lately. He's been doing a thing. So look out for him to come out and try to attack that secondary because we got a couple hurt, injured players out there. I got Jared Goff at 40+ in the first quarter. Remember, these first quarters are crucial. These are the icing on the cake. This makes the ticket better. I got Jared Goff for 40+ in the first quarter. I got Baker Mayfield for 40+ in the first quarter, and I got Jahmyr Gibbs for 10+ rushing yards in the first quarter. Remember, when y'all hit these tickets, man, go and add that group that I got down here that's in the description, the Facebook link. add that group on Facebook. When y'all hit these tickets, just come in and share. Say, you know what I'm saying, you tagged the ticket. You tagged it from your boy T Double. You know what I'm saying? Boom. And you was just here showing that you hit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out your boy T Double for the ticket. I would appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all too, though. All right, moving into the next one. Now, y'all know we're going to have 2 Lions tickets. Now, remember, I tell y'all this all the time. I tell y'all this because this is very important when you betting. You don't have to put the same thing on 2 tickets. I tend to do it when I feel I know something is going to happen. When I feel it's a lock, I call those locks. Guarantees. To me, those are not guaranteed to happen, but in my eyes, I call it a lock. I wouldn't do nothing other than is how I feel about it. So, and when you're making multiple tickets on the same game, sometimes you find yourself doing that, you know. So just remember, if you see me doing it and you don't want to do that, you can change it, you can not add it, you can mix and master it however you may like. You know what I'm saying? So always remember that. I try to just remind you guys that because I noticed that I do that a lot of times. So, now, once again, starting off on my last line of ticket, I have a lot of things that were the same, but I put a lot of different stuff as well. We kind of mixed and mastered it. You know what I'm saying? We kept a base. Our base was Jared Goff at 200 yards passing, Baker Mayfield at 200 yards passing, Jared Goff at 1 touchdown, and Baker Mayfield at 1 touchdown. That's passing. They're both passing a touchdown, and they're both going to pass for over 200 yards. Those are, and I both got those first quarter 40 yards passing. Jared Goff at 40 yards passing in the first quarter. Baker Mayfield at 40 yards passing in the first quarter. On this ticket, I have Amon-Ra St. Brown at 40 yards receiving. That's the entire game. I got Jamison Williams at 15 yards receiving throughout the whole game. I got Sam Laporta with 3 receptions. I got Amon-Ra St. Brown with 10 receiving yards in the first quarter. That's important, in the first quarter. And I got Jahmyr Gibbs at 80 plus rushing, just total. You know what I'm saying? Notice I ain't put Montgomery in here. You know what I'm saying? So, I hope that you guys follow these tickets. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that they do great justice for you. Remember, do not bet the bank. This is not a place where you come and you bet your life savings looking for a way out. That's not what this is, but this is a place where I do study a lot of my picks, and I am betting, as you can see, just like you guys. I'm giving you guys what I bet. I wouldn't spend my money, and you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't tell you something I didn't spend my money on, you know. So these are bets that I heavily believe in every week. I do a lot of study every week to come up with these bets. So I give you guys what I got, and if you guys want to just happen to put your slip on here, if you want to show your slip, if you want me to bring up your slip, just add yourself to the group, drop your slips in the group every week. I'll bring them up, you know what I'm saying? I'll host other people's slips as well. I wouldn't know why you picked your picks, but I'll let the people know your name, your picks, and you know, and we can go from there. I'll love to, you know, have a little session where we do other people's picks, so that'll be cool. So, you know, remember, always gamble responsibly, and I thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you guys for clicking it. Remember, hit subscribe, man. Hit that like, smash that like, man. And leave your boy a comment. Let me know if you got any specific teams that you want me to do on any specific weeks. If you want me to do college football, or you want me to, you know, break down some basketball in a way, you know, we can keep these parlays rolling. You know what I'm saying? And we'll always do free. We'll always do free. We'll also, like I tell you guys every week, we're working on an exclusive version of, you know what I'm saying, that will be it will be paid, but it'll be more narrow picks. It'll be way better outcomes. You'll see. I'll give you guys an example when we get the ball rolling. Just know that it's in the works. My team is working on it. So I just appreciate you guys for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you guys follow those picks and shout your boy out, man. I love y'all, man. Thanks for watching, man. Peace.